on Ramis. She was checked. Bart the weapon running on in the straight. Proven Way getting tired. Hablando with a sweeping run out wide is descending. Grabs the lead. Hablando too strong.
What the heck are we doing showing you a race from Bulli last Monday night? Well, I'm not going to tell you. I'll let the two youngsters tell you about their wonderful dog, Hablando.
Yes, a little pup that me and Quinny boy part owned. Got the cash there at Bulli last Monday night, and we were actually in Melbourne having dinner, and we're going to back it. We got a text through from the trainer saying, it's absolutely pouring here. Don't know if we can be on. Home it goes, $4.10.
What have you done to upset the trainer, Brenny boy?
Nothing. All is sweet.
And it's backing up tonight. Race 7, Bulli, Monday night. Hablando drew the blue dog, the 4-box.
He's going to be hard to beat. He's a little bit tardy away. Hits the line like a rocket.
Don't need to remind you who owns the track record at Bulli from a few years ago, the Grand Goodsy.
Yeah, one of yours, Russ.
One of mine. It's the last winner I backed to, just quietly. Let's have a look at our social media address. That was not a head wobble, and you'll be sacked if you keep that up, young man. You can see the addresses there, at TVN TTYK, TVN... What is it? The TTY TVN email something.
Episodes in,
and puntersparadise.com.au is our website. I just can't get it right with the ats and the...
Yeah,
it's tricky.
Move on.
TTYK at tvn.com.au. From Steve at Penrith. Boys, my first time this week at the Melbourne Cup and Derby Day. Me and 7 of us are heading down. Any advice? Maybe Russ, because he's got the experience. Quinny might have some local knowledge.
I've got some advice. You don't have to bet on every race. If you're going to go to the 4 days of the Flemington Carnival,
bet on every race.
In every race.
No. This is his first go down here.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I'm trying to help him out. I want him to still have money on Emirates Stakes Day. Just pick out the races you like and you bet on them. And there's so much to do at Flemington.
That's wonderful in theory.
Yeah, mate. The theory is, the best advice I can give you is 1 wine, 1 water, 1 beer. Because it's a long campaign.
Yeah, Russ, some of us have to pay for our drinks at the race.
Yeah, but water every second beer because otherwise you won't make the derby.
That theory's thinner than his.
Were you practising what you preached at Geelong Cup on Wednesday?
I had a couple of mates go down a couple of years ago, and they went to Derby Day, fill up. They went up to the casino on the Sunday. Absolute disastrous. Didn't even get to a cup day, they were already back in Sydney.
Great mate of ours, Johnny Gibbs, once hit the casino on Thursday night and emerged about Friday at about 7:30.
Yep.
And promptly said, I've got nothing left. Lost his entire bank on the Thursday night before we went out and played golf. But just for your own benefit, we've put up a graphic of the week ahead. And this is what the four of us are doing.
It is the ultimate boys' week, isn't it? It is fantastic.
This is the calendar. Friday, Nilo's got us into the Derby Day lunch.
Okay, yeah, that'll be good.
Then we're going to the Moonee Valley races.
We'll roll from that.
Straight to the Crown.
Won't be Crown for me.
No Crown?
No, self-imposed life ban on Crown. Ever since they changed the pontoon and blackjack, if they push on 22, no more.
Okay, righto. Saturday, Derby Day, first race at 10:30. Get the train. So you meet at Flinders Street about 9:30, then you get a good spot. And after the last, you generally try and sponge off a winning owner or two, so you need to do a bit of work there. Sunday, we've got lunch at the Stokehouse.
If you're travelling.
Annual event.
Yeah, that's on the map.
And then the good friends at Grand Syndicates have sooled us into a free ale at a pub, so we're all invited to that.
Very well, that'd be outstanding.
We record the show on Monday, which effectively means another day on the drink, whilst we're recording probably. Tuesday, Cup Day, a bit early, but we're in the Luxbet marquee for that one.
Yeah, that'll be good.
For those of us who aren't working.
Well, Quinny's hosting it. Neil and I are just guests, and you're out there in the press room.
How are you going to feel pain to see me there, Russ?
I won't be pain, mate.
This is the epitome of optimism, this
Looking forward to it.
2 suits.
From the floor.
Boys, don't try and come down with 1 suit because it's a bad look. You've got to have a cup suit and a derby suit.
Plenty of undies.
What about an Oaks Day suit? Are you here for the week or...?
No, please, Bart.
Derby Cup?
Sitting at home and watching it on Hawkesbury, I can't go there. Not anymore. I used to be able to go.
Couple of things of advice.
And I reckon that whatever you have your betting, you have that for your 5 days. So if you spend 100, bring down 500.
That's another theory that won't go into play.
Spend 1,000, bring down 5,000.
Couple of things for the punters out there. Do not cheer too loudly when you win, although we're all guilty of that, carrying on like pork chops. But try and stay near the middle ground. So if things just aren't going your way, you're just getting beat, don't get too upset. It'll all come back.
Yeah, that's
the
a
other
very good
thing,
theory.
you must stay near the middle ground. And the other thing, unofficially, you can win a heap or do it, but on the record, when you go back home,
never declare.
Square.
And
Always square.
We had a mate of mine who was called Dantalar because turn up at the track and go like the clappers for three or four.
Paul Perry.
Yeah, 300 or 400 metres and then fall into a hole. That's what happens with alcohol. So don't go like the clappers. You can pluck them off the trees about race 8, so always remember that.
We'll get a community goal logie for this show.
Hi, boys. Love the show. Would love to stay on past the spring. Yeah, us too. What punting tip do you have for the Melbourne Cup? There used to be value in the trifectas, but now the flexies have kind of stuffed that. What's your favourite exotic?
I think on the Melbourne Cup, the trifectas and first fills are certainly the way to go.
Still with flexies?
I think they're fantastic. I took a flexi last year in the Cup. Man, Quinny actually took it together. And we had, if Red Cadeau won, we would have dead set fill up. We ended up still getting it, but I like to take sort of 4 or 5 horses to win.
Is it down a cue to show the close-up photo?
No, we don't get to see Red Cadeau in that photo finish with her again. I reckon it was about 20 large difference.
What's your favourite exotic?
Well, I think it's really changed ever since flexi betting came in. Once upon a time, the rank outside results would result in a huge payout. But now it's sort of changed, so people play it safe and they get it for 10 and 20%. So it still pays well, but it's shared amongst more people. So if you've got the audacity to go skinny and get it, that's when you get it. So things that pay short pay overs now.
And I think you're better off having, if you like a horse and say you have 20 bucks on or 50 bucks on, I reckon you're better off saying $50 standout trifecta, Blanc field, and just playing the numbers.
My Cup day, how I'm going to play it in the Melbourne Cup is I'm going to take sort of 4 or 5 horses to win, 8 horses to run second, and maybe 12 horses to run third. Not boxing them, but sort of staggering them out and getting a lot of value chances in there to fill the placing.
Fellas, the decision by Moonee Valley to make the mile a weight for age event was silly. It was a crap field on Saturday and hardly the good betting race it used to be. Why did they do it? Says Jason from Brisbane.
Off the top of my head, I don't know exactly why, but they probably have their reasons.
What was that? What was
the Crystal Mile?
Now being weight for age.
That's a fantastic idea. It's like a mini Cox plate now.
Oh, I thought it was a terrible idea.
No. You look back, people go, oh, wasn't it a great race?
Well, didn't it used to be a good lead up to the Emirates?
No, but it wasn't though. If you look at the field Rangi Rang Do beat 3 years ago, it couldn't hold a candle to Saturday's field. Saturday's field was fantastic, and this race going forward will be a mini Cox plate. Prize money will increase for it, and it's going to get stronger and stronger.
I tend to agree with that.
Some forum posts, puntersparadise.com.au. Plenty of great specials, including one through Luxbet for the Melbourne Cup, so go to the website there. Does Nash get weeks for slowing the pace on Hidden Warrior? That looked 100 times worse than Ollie. I won't ask you.
I'm staying out of this one.
Yeah, it was a good ride as far as I was concerned.
Exactly.
If he does a good ride, you can't slay him when he gets a winner.
The problem with Ollie that day was he went too slow. It caused interference in behind. So there was no interference behind.
Educated says, turns out Singo was right. Barrier 11 was suicide. 3 wide, no cover. Piero gets the perfect run from barrier 7 where more joyous should have been. Explain that, Gay.
Oh,
not much needs to be said.
No, there it is.
OK, time for a break. Before we head to a break, our mates at Grand Syndicates, Sam and the boys, Pete and the fellas, 4 shares left in the Amoretti Galloper, proven winner, 10 starts, 2 wins, 2 places. So this is a recycled horse that we've got with Luke Oliver that we've bought and we're now syndicating. So if you want to go to the website, grandsyndicates.com.au, and you can join us for a little beverage this Sunday down here in Melbourne for Cup Day and Derby Day.